Well, well, here we are again, wide awake in the middle of the night, and you're looking at this, and I am so sorry for you. Since it's the middle of the night, let's start off with a song called Midnight Moon.
Inspires so many romantic schemes. What is it about the midnight moon that makes the boys pine for the girl of their dreams? You hardly ever see them crew from the top of the roof to the sun at noon. It's only to the mysterious midnight moon. What is it about the midnight moon that fills the folk with horrific visions? What is it about the midnight moon that causes the vampires to make parallel incisions? You hardly ever see werewolves stalk through the morning rush hour in downtown New York. It's only under the mysterious midnight moon. What is it about the midnight moon that sends the seers on fantasy's flight? What is it about the midnight moon that bathes them in supernatural light? With gods and goddesses, fairies and nymphs, and celestial beings of indeterminate gender. It isn't the moon, it's just some writer gone off on a bender.
Did you ever get the feeling that you were just helplessly awaiting some kind of recurring but unavoidable personal catastrophe? No? Good for you. Some of us aren't so lucky.
Hey, Mashy,
What is it, Odie?
what do you want to do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want to know, what do you want to do?
I don't know. You tell me.
No fair, I asked first.
I don't know. It was your idea.
Hey, why don't we make a music video?
It's too late.
What do you mean?
Eggy and Bacon did it already.
Eggy and Bacon? That's ridiculous.
Well, they formed a band anyway.
What do they call themselves?
Breakfast.
But that's so lame.
I don't know. It might catch on anyway.
Hey, I feel funny.
Uh-oh.
Hey, ow, help!
I know some people, yes, I actually know some people. I know some people who really love a band called the Moody Blues. So for them, sometimes I try to write songs in that general style. However, it doesn't really work out for the following reason.
My name's not John, it's a different road that I've been traveling on. My name's not Graham, my name's not Ray, I'm not even Mike from an earlier day. I'd love to take you back to all your Mellotron dreams. I'd love to take you back to the days when you were 17. But when I face the facts at the end of the day, there is nothing to do and nothing to say. I can try my best, but it's just no use. No matter what I do, I can't be your moody blues.
Sometimes it's fun to imitate other styles. Not everybody likes it, though. Some people call it paying tribute. Some people call it emulating. And when I do it, they call it a ripoff.
Songs, and they're not that good, but they're not that long, and we couldn't say that it's right or wrong, but we
reincarnation. Some people wonder if they've lived before. Some people wonder if they will live again. And some people ask me if I ever intend to even start.
Hey, Mashy,
What is it, Odie?
what do you want to do today?
I don't know. I don't feel so good.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I've been left out here for 3 days.
Yeah, you look a little clammy.
I feel kind of left over.
Hey, why don't we make a music video?
I think I'm too germy.
No, that makes it better. You'll probably go viral.
I don't know. Hey, Odie,
Yeah, Mashy?
do you ever get the feeling that you've lived before?
What do you mean?
Like the feeling that you've had another life before this one?
Not a chance. I'm too unique. What gave you that crazy idea?
I don't know. It was just a hunch.
Hey, I feel funny.
Uh-oh.
Hey, ow, help!
This next song really needs a spooky female vocal. Only I can't seem to find a spooky female who wants to sing it. Here it is, anyway. Some people spend their whole lives pursuing fame and fortune. I think about the drawbacks, though. The problem with fame is that everyone knows where you live and whatever you do. And the problem with fortune is that everyone tries to find out. So far, I haven't had to worry about either one. I've always been a little bit baffled by fashion. On the one hand, I suppose that the pursuit of some standard of beauty is commendable and a worthwhile undertaking. On the other hand, sometimes it seems to end up like this.
Hey, Mashy,
What is it, Odie?
notice anything different about me today?
I don't know. What do you mean different?
You You know, the way I look.
I don't know. I thought it was just polite not to say anything.
Nah, don't you think I maybe look a little better?
I don't know. Give me a hint.
A little taller? A little thinner?
Maybe.
Don't you want to know my secret?
Oh, okay. What's your secret, Odie?
Raisins.
Raisins? You mean those brown lumpy things?
Yeah, raisins. Eggy and Bacon said they'd make me more attractive.
I didn't know you wanted to attract Eggy and Bacon.
No, of course not. The idea is to make me more attractive to, well, you know.
I guess you might be more attractive to someone who likes raisins.
That's the idea. Hey, I feel funny.
Uh-oh.
Hey, ow, help!
I just get rattier and rattier, don't I? Well, it's the middle of the night. My second novel contains a play called The Changes Over 20 Years. The manuscript of the play is supposedly found lying at the bottom of a wagon. The characters take a look at the manuscript and decide not to perform it or even read it through. This is a song from that unperformed, unread play. Oddly enough, this song calls for a female vocal, but no one wants to sing it. And in a way, for an unread song in an unread play, that's very appropriate.
I cannot hear or see. I'm not yet even me. I wait to take my part. I wait to find my heart. Alone and unaware. I'm not yet even there. I search to find my place. I search to find my face, aching for a time that is unbegun, dreaming of the warmth of a summer sun. I cannot hear or see. I'm not yet even me. I long for my first day. I long to find my way to you. Aching for a time that is unbegun, dreaming of the warmth of a summer sun. I cannot hear or see. I'm not yet even me.
Some Arlington residents are familiar with the Washington and Old Dominion Railroad bike trail, also known as the W and OD Trail. And I like to take walks along that trail. But sometimes I go too far, and after 35 miles or so, my feet get worn out. I wrote this next song on the way back from one such occasion.
A man I knew walked a long, long way. He walked and he walked and it took all day. And the folks would shake their heads and say, what an idiotic thing to do. What an idiotic thing to do. He walked and he walked and he walked some more, till his legs got weak and his feet got sore. And the folks just looked and said, what for? What an idiotic thing to do. What an idiotic thing to do. He said, I walk for excellence, to go where no one dares. They said, what use is excellence when no one even cares? He walked and he walked till his joints were weak, and his eyes got dim, and his mind grew bleak, and the thoughts in his head would taunt and tweak. What an idiotic thing to do. What an idiotic thing to do. So he turned around and reversed his track, and the clouds came up and the sky went black, and the folks just laughed when he got back. What an idiotic thing to do. What an idiotic thing to do.
Are you still there? I am so sorry. Anyway, don't you just love all the judge shows that are on TV these days? Me neither.
Oldie and Mashy, they're damp and cold. Oldie and Mashy, their jokes are old. Soggy oatmeal and mashed potato, trying to act like they're Socrates and Plato. They don't do much, but they talk for free. And that's the way they're just like you and me.
Welcome to episode 22 of Odie and Mashy. Continuing our season 3 format experiment, we now embark on a style common in late afternoon programming.
It will never sell, Ludwig.
Perhaps not, but it is certain to get stolen.
What is the point of writing music that will get stolen?
Then I can take them to court. That's right, Ludwig. If you want justice, work within the legitimate legal system in your area. If you want entertainment, read a book or attend a concert. But if you want scolding, then take your case to Judge Odie. All right, the parties have been sworn in. You may be seated.
Thank you, Bayleaf. Now, Ms. Bell Pepper, I understand that you are suing Mashy Mashed Potato for restraint of trade, harassment, and sheer stupidity. Is that correct?
I don't care, Your Honor. I just want to be on TV.
Yes, of course. That's why we're all here. Now for the defendant.
I don't know what's going on.
I am speaking. What is your problem?
Sorry, I'm just a simple mashed potato.
Well, pipe down or you'll be whipped as well. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's an idiot. I tell him to pipe down and he keeps talking.
May I say something?
Of course you may, my dear. What is it?
Nothing. I just wanted to be on camera again.
Judge Otey will continue in a moment.
We want your house. We want your car. We'll pay $1. So here you are.
Hi, this is your pal, High Pressure. You may remember me from the weather report. But I started a loan company and now I've got all this cash. Need help making that mortgage payment? Just give us your house. Need some extra money for cab fare? Just give us your car. Having trouble with the IRS? Don't worry, if they put you in jail, you won't need your house or your car anyway.
I turned over my house, and now I have a whole $1 waiting for me across town. Now if I could just figure out how to get there.
Another streetwise client. Just remember, your hardship is our business.
We want your cat. We want your dog. We want your tadpole. We want your frog.
Don't procrastinate, don't delay, don't stop to think, call today. We now return to Judge Otey.
He's an idiot. I am speaking. This is my courtroom.
Judge Otey will continue in a moment.
Come to our office and take a seat. We'll take your fingers, your hands and feet.
This is my show. I did not approve a commercial break. I am shouting.
Judge Otey will continue in a moment. So just remember, if you're so smart, how come you watch shows like this?
Judgment for the plaintiff. The defendant will be fed to the ants.
Odie and Mashy, their shows are lame. Odie and Mashy, they're all the same. Odie's answer and Mashy's question, guaranteed to give you indigestion. They don't do much, but they talk for free. And that's the way they're just like you and me.
When I was a kid, everyone seemed to be warning me about things, and the warnings were always extreme. If I went out in the rain, I wouldn't just come down with a head cold. It would have to be pneumonia. Carrying a sharp object wouldn't just result in a minor puncture of my arm or leg. I would have to poke my eye out. Now that I'm older and reading bottles of medicine, things really haven't changed very much. This is a song about getting warned.
There's really no cause for concern. I'm sure in the long run you've nothing to learn. Just continue to go your own way. I really have nothing important to say. There's really no cause for alarm. I'm sure there's a chance you'll encounter no harm, depending on what you consider to be a dangerous destiny. And you might not get eaten by rats, you might get devoured by a lion instead. You might not get eaten by rats, but maybe a rabbit will nibble your head. and you'll see what you choose to see. And there's really no reason to listen to me. And if you dislike my advice, please don't consider it twice. And you might not get eaten by rats. I saw a flying cockroach gnawing on your shoe. You might not get eaten by rats, but a kitten might mistake you for a cordon bleu. Over the endless years, all the warnings continue to ring in my ears. Don't sit so close to the monitor. You're going to ruin your eyes. Don't sit so close to the radio. You're going to ruin your ears. Don't sit so close to Junius Brutus Booth. I can tell he's been drinking again. Don't sit so close to the saber-toothed tiger. He won't have room for dessert. And that's what they all said to me. And that's why I died of leprosy. But at least I didn't get eaten by rats. Until afterward. And you might not get eaten by rats. A cute little gerbil might get you instead. You might not get eaten by rats, but it isn't so bad if you're already dead. You might not get eaten by rats. A penguin might be really interesting. You might not get eaten by rats. They might have decided to order a pizza.
I have found that there are two groups of people in the world. The first group doesn't particularly care for my Oti and Mashi segments. And the second group has never heard of them. Well, tough. Here's another spoof.
Oti and Mashi, the damp and cold. Oti and Mashi, the jokes are old. Soggy oatmeal and mashed potato, trying to act like they're Socrates and Plato. They don't do much, but they talk for free. And that's the way they're just like you and me.
Welcome to episode 24 of Oti and Mashi. We continue our format experiments with a talent show presentation. But this is no ordinary talent show. It is updated, enhanced, reimagined from the Oti and Mashi perspective. So now, for the millions of viewers squinting at their monitors, for millions more who are misplacing their smartphones, and the one or two who might actually watch, it's time for America's Got Indigestion.
Thank you for that overblown introduction.
I thought you were going to say, "Let's get ready to rumble."
Now, you're thinking of ESCN, the Empty Stomach Cavity Network.
Gee, I didn't know I was thinking of anything.
And now it's time to get on with the show.
Well, a lot of contestants showed up. There's the team of Eggy and Bacon, there's Gritsy Grits, there's Corny Joke Slinger, and of course there's you and me. That's a lot of hidden talent. And we have some celebrity guests as well. Cucumber and his peaches, Kristen Bell Pepper, and Auto-Tune the Food.
Who are the judges?
You'll like this. We are.
I'm afraid there's been a change of plan. It's been decided that the judges will all be non-edible.
Uh-oh.
You don't mean Mr. Fork and his gang of hired assassins, do you?
Of course not. We've changed our name.
How are you guys qualified to decide who stays and who goes?
We're not going to decide. That's been left up to others who are even less qualified. The viewers.
So what do you do?
Oh, we're here strictly as an irritant. Some of us poke fun of the contestants, while the others make cutting remarks.
So how do the viewers decide?
Well, mostly they watch a bunch of rehearsed and edited presentations about the contestants. Then they vote either for the one they find the most attractive or the one from their hometown.
Where does the talent come in?
Oh, we've hired the very best camera crews, lighting and audio experts, technical directors, and post-production facilities. It takes a lot of skill to time everything to fit between the commercials and to make sure that everyone is presented with the exact same camera moves, audio effects, and artificial audience reaction. Not to mention all the business talent required to pay off the necessary parties and to monitor the ratings to keep them favorable to the sponsors. And don't forget the writers who have to keep everything sounding spontaneous, and the printing companies who make the signs for the audience members to hold so it looks like they're rooting for a particular act. It's time to hear from our contestants.
I'm confused.
I'm disgusted.
I'm just happy to be on camera again.
I'm going back in my shell.
It looks like someone forgot to cue.
Yoo-hoo! Q! We always queue behind Q.
I wrote that one myself.
We'd like to entertain you with a musical number 3.
This is not your ordinary prime-time commercial. This is not your typical ad campaign. This is not your usual public service announcement. This is not your regular paid political message. This isn't even your traditional advert for another program. Welcome back. It's time to hear from our judges. We have the results in from our viewers, and we'll be revealing them as soon as we finish panning across the anxious faces of all the contestants and guests and audience members while tension-building music plays.
Oh, I can't look.
That's all right, you probably can't hear either. And the winner is Auto-Tune the Food.
Well, at least they were quick enough to actually do something.
So what happens now?
The losers will all get eaten by the guy with the spoon.
What? All of us?
At the same time?
Yes, all of you, all at once and very quickly. And that's why America's got indigestion.
Well, my time's just about up. I'm going to leave you with another soft song to lull you to sleep. However, you might end up having some pretty peculiar dreams.
A screwdriver wants to sing the opera. His only friend, the carpenter, comes by. The carpenter knows nothing of the opera, but he's too kind to ask for reasons why. He says, "You've been a very useful screwdriver, and I am just an ordinary man. But I will try to learn about the opera, and I will try to help you if I can." The weekend comes and goes, and then the carpenter returns on Monday morning to the shop. He says the opera happens on a stage, and now and then they let a curtain drop. So if you want to go upon the stage, well, that's a job for varnishers to do. So I went by the hardware store on Saturday and brought a can of varnish here for you. A screwdriver wants to sing the opera, but nothing happens for a week or two. The carpenter says, "Maybe I've misunderstood. Perhaps this is a stage you're going through. So if you're set on going through the stage, I've got a plan that simply cannot fail. For when it comes to going through a stage, there's nothing like a 16-penny nail." As time goes by, the carpenter grows older, his overalls becoming thin and torn. And over many years of faithful service, the screwdriver is getting bent and worn. And then one day the carpenter stops coming, and all the shelves begin to fill with dust. And when the old shed roof begins to leak, the screwdriver puts on a coat of rust. A screwdriver wants to sing the opera, and then a young man brings his friends around. He says, "I've been reviewing Grandpa's diary, And there's this crazy entry that I found. I'd never thought that such a thing was possible. So I've come here to find out for myself. He rummages around the ancient workshop and pulls the old screwdriver from the shelf. He brushes off the dust and checks the diary. He goes outside to see them in the sun. He scrapes away the rust and says, Eureka! At last I know for sure that you're the one. The screwdriver who wants to sing the opera. You served my grandpa all those years, and so it makes a most extraordinary story. And I'll make sure the world will come to know. A screwdriver wants to sing the opera, and now he's in a very special place. A small exhibit in a huge museum, inside a dust-proof, rust-proof, soundproof case.
I think I'm skunked. End of the second show.